Hey everyone, it's RockMan and Ratmus, and of course Sadie, and welcome back to RockMan and mainly Ratmus, Final Fantasy VI Natural Magic No Shop Run. It seems like it's been a year since we played this, right? Well, spoilers, it was last year.
I feel like Cobra playing Terra and because I don't know where I am in the game and I want to turn to the
So how's the volume, chat? Just getting it dead. Okay, so I'm supposed to tell you which ones to fall down, right? It's like that thing that Rick Moranis referenced in Ghostbusters, right? I don't remember the line, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, giant slorm or whatever the fuck it was.
You know, there were many somethings roasted in the giant slurm that day. Boy, I tell you what. Boy, I tell you.
So rad. Okay, now I've got to fucking die, I guess. You want fire 2 up your ass or you're getting it? Just hope he doesn't absorb it.
Nobody's equipped with an Esper, right?
You said the right one?
Rightmost hole leads to a chest. And then you go in the top left hole for another 2 chests. It's gonna take forever with no sprint shoes and random battles and loopity Borglorgs, and that X potion was so effing needed.
Yes. You can buy them at stores, so.
Can you buy soup from a store? The answer is no, you cannot.
Gold shield.
So let's go through the rules again, since it's been so long. Ratmus is doing a Natural Magic No Shop Run of Final Fantasy VI on SNES Classic. This means you can't buy anything from shops or people except where necessary for story progression, dried meat, which we already did, rust day, which is later. You can't equip any Espers, not even for leveling purposes, which you didn't. Terra and Celes are learning magic naturally. Gogo can use their magic if he's in the party. All rages and lores are allowed. Magicite and Rods are allowed to be used as items. Shields that teach magic can only be worn if that person knows the spell already, which probably won't happen, or they can be used as items.
Gold shield's pretty nice. That doesn't teach anything, right?
Pretty sure it doesn't, because all the shields that teach stuff are not until later, but
Yeah.
Let me double check here. What if the gold shield taught the gold spell? Wait, that doesn't exist.
I love gold.
Yeah, there's the flame shield, the force shield, the ice shield, the thunder shield, and of course the paladin shield. Imp armor, titanium, and tortoise shield. Check what level Terra's at.
20.
Okay, so at 26, she's going to learn Warp.
Hello? Okay, we'll be ready. Did you want to go get the food?
No, I did not. Are they here or gonna be
Gonna
here?
be here in a minute.
So the top one will lead you to 2 chests.
Okay.
And I have to be RB apparently.
Guess I'll go left first. Oh, so awesome. It's a Drake man. Stealing potions. Well, that's lovely. I stole from the one I stole from. Yeah, Explorer's gonna help. That'd be nice. Stuff. It's okay. Sadie, relax. Don't die.
Jesus Christ! Well, I've lost my hearing.
You're a captain. Tabby cat soup. step would have got me there. If there's asking about the Espers. Wolfman Jack, ow. Loose lightning. Get out of here. Your umbrella, your this is the quickening. I mean, what? Open the gates. Start the game, right? Everybody's happy. Hilarious. Check mayhem. General Leo. Like how for all powerful Espers are, it's like they get owned easily. Especially if you're more powerful. Where is he? Everything's burning. Ten minutes later. How you guys doing?
Better run, squirrel!
It's alright. It's Ultimate Mohawk. Leo, I smoke monkey pole. Where I failed you. What I've been fighting for. Not a bad Leo, you're a good Leo. Right up the ass. I'll swing him around by his legs. That's how you really feel, Ratmus. Shit's getting real. We're here to help. You know, like I said before, this seems stupid because all he's gonna do is like instantly kill them and take their powers. We're here to help. Reminds me of Batman Begins when, you know, Scarecrow's on that horse. He's like, I'm here to help, and he gets tased. Well, hocus pocus. So visualize your abilities with Dispel Arama. Stuff in his hands. fire, you shit. Treasures. Put my finger. Whoa. Everybody's fucking dead. Like, who does your hair? I did lose a great ally in Titus. We were just at a strip club. Way to go, Titus. Just got to know the gal that brought us tea, and then I banged her. Royalty, I don't care. Kafka did hit me in the butt. Turn to the airship and just fly around. So many lores I need to learn.
Speaking of the butt, when I was trying to like do Vivid achievements by myself, there was a thing. It was like Eddie Murphy had a hit with this song where he put the boogie in blank, and you know, thanks to you, I know it was in your butt. But you know, for my fake answer, I wrote Luna P because that should be the real answer, right?
Yes. And the little peas in your butt. Someone I knew in high school like played that at one time. That's how I, got familiar with it.
I think he played it on the dance floor.
No. Light up. Statues or something. I don't know. Dildos.
Ted Fields. In any of those sketches, did we ever see Ted Fields?
I don't think so. It's like, maybe, I think it might have been Fred Armisen that got yelled at, like, you're fired, get out of here.
Was he Ted Fields?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if anyone was gonna be Ted Fields, it should be Armisen, right?
Yes. If everyone's gonna be Carol, it should be Horatio Sands.
Yes.
Sorry, Granny. Oh, shit, no. Where can I learn some impressive lures?
Oh God, ask Luna.
Luna, where can I get all the damn lures? Let's go to the bread store. Those graphics. I'm just gonna stand there for like hours until we get there. This is power, motherfuckers.
Sounds Arthur said Gigantos gives you a hard-on.
Does it?
Here's my question. What 3 people are you going to put on the floating continent?
Obviously, Gino. Probably some magic users. That's right.
I'm just going to, like... see, if you don't bring Celeste, then she'll automatically show up later. I'm wondering if maybe you want to take Terra and then somebody like, you know, one of the brothers or not. Having either blitzes or tools. Because, I mean, what are their magics? Like, you know, one of them's fire and one of them's ice, right?
Yeah.
It's like, is it really that helpful?
Tools. Not now, even though
It's like the next time you're gonna even be using Strago, you know, is not for a long time in the world of Ruin when you pick him up. So, like, what possible
yeah, I mean, I don't really
use would
know.
the lures be? Like, because I don't think there's any lore that's missable, right?
Yeah.
So if no lore is missable, then there's no real point in doing that right now. Now, the same thing goes for Gao, except the thing with Gao is, like, if you do his thing later, there's going to be more enemies, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if it would make sense to maybe get, like, what's that rage that's all the rage? I wish Doom and Song were here, but apparently they're busy working or something.
Yeah. I'm basically ready to go there now, right? There's stuff that we need to make.
Well, there's stuff in Doma Castle. I don't know how useful that stuff is, but there's stuff there. It's like, it's not like you can go to any shops and buy stuff, so...
So where the Doma Castle?
Oh, God, I need that map. I think it's like there, okay. Left. Not gonna need a world of balance map, you know, anymore. Because I know there's like beads in here, but I think that's totally useless because the bait is garbage. Are you allowed to go into a shop and sell stuff to the shop? Would there be any use for that?
There's not really a use for that.
Alright, well, I'm gonna... While you're getting all the chests here, I'm gonna look at the lores. Let's see.
Off the light. Stoked fire.
Stoke the fire again.
First time. Those corpses I want to
Where are your corpses, and can I go there and count them? Okay, I'm looking at some of the lores. There's Clean Sweep, deals water elemental damage to all enemies. That's mainly learned from, like, bosses in the World of Ruin. Let's see. Arrow is a wind elemental. Doomgaze will teach you that, and some other bosses, Tyrannosaurs, Blowfish, Big Guard, which casts Protect and Shell on party. I think that's in Kefka's Tower. You have to get that. Actually, no, you can do it somewhere else. It's like mainly World of Ruin. Nice.
Those beads that, love talking about.
It's like if you want some lures, you might want to fight Doomgaze with Strago, if possible. Because he definitely has some lures.
He's definitely one of the ones I want to get, quickly, I guess.
Okay, what about lures on the floating continent, though? Or is that really important? Is there any? Is the Omega weapon...
Because I know some of those guys, you gotta, control them or confuse them or...
What the hell is a Marlboro Menace besides cancer? Mad Oscar.
You mad, Oscar?
What about the Intanjiro god? I don't really see any lures that you probably will be getting that aren't in the World of Ruin.
Okay.
As long as it's not responding, let me see.
Is that for a response? Oh.
Hear myself think. Hi, Song. Thank you. Guess we're not getting any rages then.
fight. This will be has it to fit you later. Split AF. God, the muted, precious magics.
Precious Dabbums.
Steve Trevor.
Was the worst part about skipping the 70s and going to the 80s was no Ira. Well, it's too late now. Death of the chainsaw. Aren't you glad you brought him?
Yes.
Gino's weapon is casting fire randomly, and that's okay.
Yes. Fire saver or some shit.
Doom.
How was your day? What's up?
Is Ratmus under leveled for this?
Doesn't have anything.
Spitfire, that's a great gun in Apex.
Something's up ahead, looks different. Open the wings. Fuck. Little elixir. Oh.
Chupon is going to be at the back.
Okay.
Doom, I assume Monday is pretty hectic at work for you. As Ratmus' friend once said, we got some spam in the back.
Son of a bitch.
It's taking time.
No, really, this is our last battle because I'm gonna kill myself if I win.
If you lose.
Oh, I could have used that dry meat earlier, you son of a bitch. Chupon has a coupon. Dark. Shit.
Oh shit.
He's got that one too. Attacking ultras matter at this point.
I have no idea.
I like it when he's irritated.
you were playing this and every 30 seconds it switched to Tetris DOS. Oh, God. See some more Espers. Do you have a defibrillator?
Yeah, I do. 'Cause I think it has one.
Yeah.
Crap.
So where's a good place to grind? Now, should Ratmus reload his save?
Yeah.
Like, is there some negative thing of dying there? Like, did we lose? I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't die in this game. Did you lose? You still have all your potions and shit and everything?
Yeah, I think so.
And it's like we don't have Espers, so you're not like it's not like you're losing Esper bonuses, but you know, is it going to be different next time?
Well, I equipped better stuff, so I don't have to switch the fucking fire shit.
Good luck.
Good luck.
You're going to have a lot of problems here and on the floating continent.
Like the floating continent, you can like at least level up nicely. So
This is what you signed up for. It's like I'm looking at the wiki for strategy, and I just don't know if any of the strategy is going to help you, because like it's talking about defeating the sides, and then like you have to defeat him quickly before he does a powerful attack, but like I don't think you're powerful enough to do that. It's talking about summoning Espers, which you can't do. It's talking about
I have those Magicite, like, you know, shard things.
it's talking about using Bolt 2, which I don't think you have, and like Mog's dances, and you know, Gao and Strago, and what about the Atma weapon?
Yeah, I have that equipped to.
I don't know how well that's gonna do. It's like, yeah, chainsaw.
The attack is middle thing.
Yeah, Doom says just go straight for the main target, because he's scripted to do other things, and like you're gonna have to deal with other things. The main guy has 8,000 HP. You could kill him with 8 chainsaws if you're quick enough.
That's the backyard. Give him running shoes.
And I have a surprise mainly for Ratmus, but it's like, you know, like I would like there to be a lull in the game, but I don't think there is going to be a lull in the game.
There's going to be some lulls. Something is curious. It's interesting too. It seems to fill your, you know, give you a full heal after you fight Shuhan and shit. Yeah, so there's darkness. flying octopus. What do you want from me?
So today is our dad's birthday, and 1 year ago today, we went to the Museum of Science and Industry. Not with our dad. I'm talking me, Ratmus's girlfriend, and Song. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember when we saw those? When we saw those Christmas trees, those electric cars. Trains, planes and automobiles. Remember back when we had glaciers and then they all melted?
Yes. We can go to the museum and touch stuff.
Remember when you can go into a museum, you know, with thousands of people without a mask?
Just start coughing all over the place.
Remember when you were coughing in that, what is that, the Whispering Gallery?
Yes.
Except you weren't, but you could have if you wanted to. Remember those bicycles and tricycles and stairs and pendulums and gases and masses and
Yes.
Twinkies and gravitrons?
Yes, I do. Fall back.
Yes. Eat your soup right out of that ashtray. Because, you know, we used to have ashtrays back in 1993 where you could just smoke anywhere. Here's a picture of Song looking at a gravitron that's probably still in her room unopened right now.
Box.
Mint in box. It's worth millions. Wanna watch that old-timey movie? Remember we got that old-fashioned ice cream with Walt Disney's ghost right above the place?
Yes.
Baby chicks and clones and robots and sandwiches that somebody left on a goddamn guardrail. Remember that sandwich?
I remember that sandwich.
That sandwich was the hero that 2020 needed, but sadly it was left behind. Jim Kirk, James Lovell, Pluto's Not a Planet. This is totally a We Didn't Start the Fire song that I'm making up. James Kirk, Jim Lovell, what else do I have to say? Hitler should have stayed dead. Remember that submarine?
We got a winning team.
So like you said, Goku's got a winning team. Your dad likes ice cream sandwiches. I mean, who doesn't, right? Remember when you could have the Model T in any color you wanted, as long as it was black? Oh, you actually beat him this time?
As long as it's more game. It's just that simple. This is our wing. Safe.
It's great music.
Airship's below. Shove it up your ass. No.
Did you hit the save point?
Yeah.
So you weren't destroyed by a random battle before that?
Yes.
Like Doom Sword Spheres? Remember one song made me take a selfie in front of that train? Yes.
Take a lovely rapid ship.
We were talking about jazz cigarettes earlier. I thought this said jazz cigarettes, the taste of Virginia. But it's Jan Matt cigarettes, the taste of Virginia. And then, of course, the other thing that we did 1 year ago today was go to Elwood's and have some wonderful steak with mushrooms and a twice-baked potato and free chocolate cake for dessert. And, you know, eat there without any fucking masks.
I want that kill ring, damn it. Couldn't steal. Gained a little.
Are you gonna get fucking lost here? This is a fucking problem.
Your ship's full. Brain pans like a bedpan for your brain.
When you come to a blue orb, examine it to get to Masamune, and by that I mean the Murasame.
Shit. Now smirking. Smack you back.
You need to stop having him fight with that weapon that's, you know, trying to instant death them and they just fucking come back. Get that instant kill shit off of him or have him throw stuff. Like all those shurikens that you bought from a store. Wait a minute.
If only Strago was here.
Strago Mago. Alright, do you want your surprise now, Ratmus?
Yes. This is the wall.
Turn down the game music.
We're gonna turn down for what?
Hopefully you continue to not die. Straggle Mago. Right, well, so Ratmus knows the joys of what I'm about to talk about, but Doom, you might remember the story of when I would talk about Star Trek, the card game, and opening up the booster packs, and that time where I bought that Geordie LaForge at that convention, thinking like, oh, I'm not going to get a Geordie LaForge, and then I randomly get a Geordie LaForge in a booster pack, and then later on I got another Geordie LaForge. When Star Trek, the customizable card game came out, I could look up the year, but I think it was 1993 or 1994. when it first came out, the first set was called Premier. It had 365 cards. It was only the next generation. They didn't know how long they were going to do the game or have the license or whatever. So it came in starter decks, but it also came in booster packs. Every booster pack has 15 cards. I think one of them's rare. Something like 4 of them are uncommon. The rest of them are common, whatever it is. So for Christmas, guess what? I bought off eBay a sealed package of booster packs of Premier, and we are going to open them right now on stream for fun.
Yes, ruin their value.
Yes.
Still got weeds. Dragons like burlap, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Alright, so whatever all we're gonna care about is whatever rare card is in that pack. I'm opening it right now. Can you hear this on stream?
With dragoon boots, totally helpful.
It's not very loud, but it's the sound of plastic coming off a box. So yeah, we'll open a pack, we'll see which one is rare, we'll put the rare ones in here, and then the rest of them we don't care about, we'll just put it in a fucking pile. I guess we'll like switch off opening them or something. Haven't done this since the 90s. Here's the physical packs right here. I think there's 36 in here. Does it say? There were several different versions of this printing. This says copyright 1995, white border edition, printed in Belgium. I think there might be some I'm sure there's some typos on here. But anyways, I don't know how many are in here. I think there's 36, but I don't know. All right, I'll open the first one. Oh, and I need the list so we can tell which one is the rare one.
Never seen a dragon.
My hands are totally washed and clean. This is the card list for first edition Premier. Okay, there's 363 cards. I was slightly wrong on that. Which are equal: 121 common, 121 rare, 121 uncommon. Interesting. So, like, obviously, examples of the rare ones would be like Jean-Luc Picard, but then obviously there's 121 rares, so they can't all be the Bridge Crew.
Can't all be rare, can they?
Alright. Dun 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 dun. Also, I don't know, like, if the order is the same. Like, is the rare always on top? I don't know.
I don't think the order is the same. Smells like the 90s.
It doesn't really have a smell. Or maybe I'm losing my smell thanks to COVID.
I've never seen one.
Yes. Okay. Let me see.
One like 10, I guess.
All right. The first rare is Roga Dinar.
Roga Dinar.
And I guess for the hell of it, I could look up and see, like, on eBay what this,
Dildos, worth.
what this dildo is worth. By that I mean what this card is worth. some of them are really cheap. Well, the one that's okay, that's a reflection. So yeah, it's not worth very much, I guess. Man, these cards are like totally pristine. Did you get that Moss Immune, by the way?
I haven't gotten that far.
Oh boy. Alright, Ratmus. Ratmus is going to open the next pack.
Cut into them.
No, Sadie, it's not for you.
Just wants to lick.
Just wants to lick those priceless cards.
Like Eric Pressman.
We got John Locke.
Got Tabak. Borg ship, is that rare?
It might be.
Romulan bullshit.
Yeah, the Borg ship is the rare card, which is hilarious because according to the people who, according to the continuing committee, who are the people who take care of this game, what it says on that card is not what it says anymore because they changed it. Because they can do that.
There's the Portal Guard.
Ratmus is opening up even more packs.
Got Alexander Vershenko.
Shit!
Thomas Riker.
Sadie, can you hand me that?
We got Tesh.
You got John Tesh. Okay, who did you... Thomas Riker?
Yeah, he's probably...
Thomas Riker is rare. Need a rare one. Just put the others in a pile over by that.
Do one more.
I'm glad to hear that because I was like figuring that you wouldn't know what the hell I was trying to say.
Let's see. Those got Scan. Subspace Warp Rift, is that rare?
Doubt it.
Mutational Shields. Oh, we got Loxana Troy, she's probably a bitch.
Yeah, Loxana Troy.
Oh, she was cheating me.
Alright. Let's do those.
Wheel that shit.
Alright. Now I'm gonna open. Clean that up later. Shit.
Got you wrote down.
Because yeah, I thought about like waiting and doing this on a stream where we actually stream Star Trek the card game, but I don't know when that's going to happen again, so whatever. This is our first stream after Christmas, so... Ooh, Krillin Nascos. Yeah, I would have thought these would be more expensive on eBay, but I guess even quote unquote rare in Premiere, like Premiere was just so mass produced that I think that these are just totally not worth anything really. Alright, so did you go as far as you can to the right and push down along the wall until you find a path leading to another blue orb where
Yeah.
you're fighting Gigantor, aka Ortiz, When you beat it, you will get hard AF. Hopefully you will beat it. No, that's not a boner reference. No. Let's see if I can open this without the scissors, without ruining the cards or not. Yeah, it's like I could rip it open, but like I'm worried about bending the cards, so I'm gonna use the scissors. Like, so far we haven't got any, like, you know, main characters that Doom would probably know. Like, obviously I would tell you.
Please die.
She
learned to warp everybody, and we got hot.
Oh, we got a rare mission. Ooh. Study Nebula.
Nebula was hard AF. It is hard. Let's give it to him.
Favorite Klingon who loves biscuits.
Biscuits.
Okay, see, now I'm wondering if maybe the rare is always the fourth card. And it seems like that might be the case. I don't know why this ancient computer dilemma is so rare.
It's ancient.
Yeah, let me open up another one and see if, like, the uncommons are first. Alright, yeah, this is uncommon. Uncommon. Uncommon, rare. So does that mean there's only 3 uncommons, 1 rare, and then everything else is probably just common? Yeah, that's common. That's common. Okay. Let me look at the last one. Yep, okay, that seems to be how it is. There's 3 uncommons, 1 rare, and then 11 commons. So did they just copy how Magic the Gathering did it?
Yes.
It's just how it was back in the 90s. Here's Behemoth, or as they call him in Mexico, Senor Behemoth.
The wolf Norse behemoth.
What?
Whoops. What?
So I'm looking on eBay for the car that I was looking for, and like, here's like by the way, the box that I bought is like, even though it's a sealed box from 1995, like I said, you can still buy them today. They are not like super rare. This was not like insanely expensive. There are so many of these. Okay, but here's another one. It says Star Trek CCG First Edition Premier Booster Box. Sealed white bordered 95 beta crunched box. Okay, I thought it was just an empty box. Like, okay, it's not. Okay, I thought that somebody was selling an empty box that they smashed. But no, this is actually like an actual sealed box with all this stuff in it that somehow got like smashed by a pallet and mangled and destroyed. And there's basically a normal box that's not destroyed is about it's $30. They're trying to sell this one that's mangled and destroyed for $28. Like, so you want to buy a wonderful sealed box that's basically totally destroyed for $2 less? What the hell?
It's quite a deal.
$28 for a destroyed box. Alright, anyway, Ratmus, open another one.
Alright. Where's that cheese?
Oh yeah, we got cheese to eat too.
Your favorite guy, this guy.
Smirnar kohlrabi?
Well, we got a Veron T Disruptor, isn't that rare?
Is it the fourth one?
Yeah. Red alert.
Yeah, the Veron T Disruptor. Now, Doom, is that some insane person selling that for a ridiculous price, or is like that what they all are?
With a Toxu Tet.
Another rare artifact.
The Admiral Biznich. Metaphasic Shields.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Will be a bridge crew person.
Uh,
It's the Kittimer Research. Static warp bubble, a lot of Klingons in there.
crazy. There's a type of card called an artifact, which is basically a powerful item. And there are 9 artifacts in Premier, and they're all rare. And so far we've got 1, 2, 3 of them. It'd be interesting if we could get a full set of the 9 artifacts. So far we have not gotten any of the bridge crew. Well, yeah, that's crazy. It's like Star Trek the card game is not that expensive. Like some of the later sets, that weren't produced as much. Like I know that some of those, and especially the rares, can get somewhat high. Like let me see what about it. Let's see. No results. Yeah, see, like, from one of the later sets before they stopped making the game officially, there was a set called the Motion Pictures, and here is James T. Kirk, one of the rare cards from the Motion Pictures, and this one is going for $600. Condition used, and like I don't know if I don't think anyone should really pay that price, but I don't see anyone else on eBay selling that particular card. Here's one that's near mint of that same card for almost $2,400, and another one for $2,000. And it's like, again, I have that card. I don't know what condition it's in. It's probably not mint or near mint. It's probably very good condition. We haven't screwed it up or bent it or anything. And yeah, like a sealed box of the Motion Pictures, which again is one of the later sets, is $2,500 or best offer. Whereas you can get a sealed premiere one, which came out, way earlier for obviously like $30 because there's just so damn many of them. So many of them that they're getting mangled under pallets and still being sold for only $2 less. All right. I don't know. I don't know where you're at in this description there, Ratmus. Hopefully you're gaining levels like crazy.
And then getting experience.
Hopefully you're not using too much of your resources. Right. I'm going to continue to open a pack here.
Level 4 flare, oh god.
You wish you had Strago for that. Investigate raid. Yep, another rare mission, which looks pretty boring and stupid. I don't know why it's rare.
More mission.
And again, I think in a lot of the later sets, like I don't know why that they had 363 cards and there's an equal amount of rares, uncommons, and commons. I think in the later sets there are much less rares and less uncommons. Like it's more of a distribution that would make sense according to the way they're described, because I mean, well, like a set would consist. Let me check another set here. And then there's ultra rares too, because that James Kirk might be an ultra rare. Let's see here. I can find it. Okay, here it is. The Motion Pictures, which came out in 2002, contains 134 cards, 40 common, 20 rare, 33 rare plus, 40 uncommon, and 1 ultra rare. So yeah, now they're going all in on the rare.
Motherfuckers.
And that James T. Kirk that we saw for so much money, that is the one ultra rare card in the motion picture set, which came out in 2002. Now, if you were to get a booster pack of the motion pictures, it says that each booster pack would contain one rare card and a mix of 10 common and uncommon. So then I think, like, you know, the one rare card, you would be getting either a regular rare, a rare plus, or the ultra rare. So it's like rarer than rare, you know, so effing rare. It's like so rare it's blue, right? Doom knows what I'm talking about.
That's so rare. It's like you're working for Rare.
Rare. For a second, I thought that said Mystic Rare. That's like Mystic Gohan. I'm betting you still haven't gotten to the green beret. That's not green.
I have not.
Let's open up another pack. You get so much effing rares, except not ultra rare. 'Cause that's just stupid. You can only see them in Mystic mode. No. Lursa, I bet she's the rare.
She's the bitch.
Yep. She's a famous Klingon villain.
I thought you were going to say bitch.
And bitch.
It's better. Behemoth.
I don't know if I mentioned this specifically, but you know, there used to be a mall by our house. I mean, it's still kind of there, but they've like torn half of it down. But it used to have an inside with a Blockbuster. The Blockbuster's been gone for many years. I don't think the TJ Maxx is still there now, is it?
No, that finally.
Yeah, that finally is gone. But like a long time ago in the 90s, we used to go inside this mall and it would have a whole inside area with like fountains and places to sit down, and the Blockbuster was in there and the TJ Maxx, and it had a store. I don't remember the name of it, but it was like one of those.
Gamers Paradise.
Was it Gamers Paradise? You know, they would sell card games and dice and D&D stuff, and you know, card games, and you know, it was sort of like a Hot Topic before Hot Topic was a thing, except like no t-shirts, no bands, so like real nerdy stuff, real card game stuff. And so that would be where Ratmus and I and our cousin would go in there and buy our Star Trek cards. And like I would remember when our cousin was visiting, we would go in there, buy some card packs like this, and then we would go sit in the mall area. I mean, we did this at least one time that I remember fondly. We sat in this mall area with the fountains and everything. We opened the cards like this and say, like, hey, I got this. Say, I got that. You know, maybe I got that Geordie LaForge, you know. Good memories from the 90s, right?
That Geordie LaForge, you got it.
And also, that shop is the place where... No, it wasn't where we got the stink bombs, because that was at Wisconsin Dells. But I think, didn't we get those like quote unquote offensive bumper stickers that our cousin put on our grandmother's car? I think we got those at that store. And by the way, I got Lursa and Baator back to back, who are two Klingon sisters. Sure, son. Pizza places. Yeah, see, like, I don't have any memories of, like, pizza places like a lot of people do. Like, we never went to Pizza Hut as kids. Like, that wasn't a thing that we do. You know, we got deep dish pizza. I mean, I have memories of going to Chuck E. Cheese, but that was when I was really young. I would go to Chuck E. Cheese for people's birthday parties. But we never went to like places like Pizza Hut or anything like that.
Yeah.
Showbiz Pizza.
Good times.
Did we go to Showbiz Pizza?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Maybe you did. And there's no footage of us at a Chuck E. Cheese, I'll tell you that.
We go down here. Oh, there's this here.
Is that the beret we've been looking for? Okay. Alright, let me see what it says after beret. Before entering the path that opens, go to the far right and get blue beret. Okay, now go back to the transporter and go down to another transporter which leads to a safe spot. Okay, so I think you're getting close to the end here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know RockMan, like whenever I went to the mall, your parents and one of the books was the first star. I remember the name Walden Books, but I honestly can't remember going in there, so.
Backguard.
You know, the mall memories that well, gee. The bookstore that I remember fondly is, Jesus Christ, what was the name of the bookstore in Shawano that closed?
World Books.
Book World. Book World in Shawano, which closed before Song could ever visit there, is right across the street from Mojo's. That was the bookstore that I am really nostalgic about. And we would go there every year, and I would get Mad Libs and like Star Trek novels that I would read on vacation and would look forward to it every year. And now it's fucking dead.
Airships below, would you want to get fucked? No.
Should we totally fight Atma 2 controllers?
Yes.
Here, you open one before you do this. For once.
Mendak.
What about your wife, Doom?
My fool.
Mendak, yeah, he's rare Romulan.
He's a rare son of a bitch is what he is. Look at his face.
I just see the guy from 7 Days whenever I see him.
Yes.
Okay, I understand that you mean Midnight Harry Potter releases, but when I saw that, I first thought Midnight Hewlett-Packard releases.
Those two. I know, right, Sadie?
Maybe we didn't have Walden Books in our area? I mean,
We had a Crown Books at one point.
I remember Crown Books. I remember Borders and Barnes and Noble. Those would be the bookstores that we would go to. Maybe there just wasn't a Walden Books nearby. The first rule about Hewlett-Packard Club is don't talk about Hewlett-Packard Club. All right, I think we're gonna do Atma two players, 2 controllers, but I've got Rage Laundry, so.
Take your pansy ass.
You got Christmas tree needles all over the place here.
Got Christmas, everybody.
Shake it out enough.
Oh, I shook it up. The airships below! Do you wish to return? No! It's secured. There you could be Lucy on Titus. Another one while he's doing that. He's addicted. Got the pan and we got the devil. The devil there.
Probably. My hands are now dirty, so I can't touch the cards.
Okay, we're gonna do a battle.
Let me wash my hands now. Open up another one.
Crystalline entity and rogue lord mercenaries. It's pretty slick. Typical teenager that wants to read a book, right? Got the crystalline entity. Oh. Okay.
Alright, who am I controlling?
Luffy and Titus, I believe. So that's you.
Alright, what should I do?
Whoa, what to break you?
Doom knows the strategy for ammo weapon, right? I think I'll probably mainly be
Okay,
using.
I use magic.
Oh shit.
Let's use fire.
But an ammo weapon, I think Terra will, basically be using fire, right? And then,
Yeah. Ninja stars. So, always on O'Brien page. My name is Johnny Yamma, bitches.
One day he'll find out the meaning of life, and then take a shit. Let's see what chainsaw does to him. Alright, immune system, morph, use fire too.
O'Brien got me sick. This kid, we don't care, right? Yellow this swag.
Does that mean you can't get a ribbon from him now?
Yeah. He doesn't have any.
Cure that.
Yeah, man, just fire him.
Antidote item or
We should. Yeah, there's some antidotes. Use them, I guess. Full power.
see if I can get this in before I revert. Guess not. We needed a cure.
Oh god, he's rasping.
God, his precious magic points. Not cure 2 yet, do I?
No. Oh no, Jeff.
Rip Jeff's experience points.
That's a boss, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna, die up here anyway.
Alright, switch out of 2-player mode when you can. I died in this fight, so
fuck you. Fuck. Stats. Big.
I think in someone's stream recently you said the devil, and I said the devil, and then I posted a picture of literally this Star Trek card that we just got. Yeah, the devil is rare. Crystalline entity is rare. The devil is a rare interrupt card that basically can destroy a treaty and a couple of other... Can destroy a treaty and a couple of other things.
Both are just paper.
A treaty would be something like, a Federation Klingon treaty so that the Federations and Klingons could work together, or something like that.
I've got goosenecks, everybody. Like how in this stream, just getting owned in cutscenes, basically.
His own.
But blood. Overlook your treachery in exobiology.
So there is a card that destroys a tree. It's just in Magic. All right. So I think if I open one more, then I think will be Bon Jovi, because that will be 18.
Okay. But blood. Pull my finger, motherfucker. Hong Kong.
What are you talking about? Whoa, everyone. We got an actual person that people will know. We got Worf. We got Worf, motherfuckers.
He's got like 3 skills, he's rare. But blood. Son of a bitch.
One of those is honor ×2.
What's he? Hate, love, hate.
Yeah, I don't know, Doom, if you would call it I know it's some trope, maybe power creep or something. Because you ain't gonna find much cards better in this set. How do I explain it? Like, basically in this set, that people have skills, right? And Ratmus just said that Worf had 3 skills. The only person in this premiere set with 6 skills is Jean-Luc Picard. It's like, whoa, Jean-Luc Picard, 6 skills. Nobody has 6 skills. But like, you know, as the game went on and later sets, you could find any random ensign bozo with like 6 skills because of like power creep.
It's like you know, strength was lower typically in you know, Premiere, and then it's kind of like people were.
Yeah, like people might have lower strength generally on average, and then later on, like bozos would be just getting stronger. Hey, Lizard, how's it going?
Totally gotta get a muscle belted Zozo and the world changes.
Sure.
How?
Well, so Lizard, if you just got here, for Christmas I bought a sealed box of the original set of Star Trek the Customizable Card Game from 1995. So we've got 36 booster packs that have never been opened. Each one has 11 common cards, 4 uncommon, and 1 rare card in each booster pack. And so Ratmus and I are having the fun and excitement that we haven't had since the 90s of opening up a booster pack that's never been opened and seeing what rare cards we get, and we just got Worf. I think there's 36 packs in here, and we've gone through 18, so we're halfway there.
There'll be no one to worship us. You're a sucker.
Alright, now, when you see the blue orb, like, don't go anywhere near it.
Yeah,
you have to go totally around to the backside, otherwise you'll miss an elixir.
Precious elixir. I also think like the boss coming up it like absorbs ice or something.
Let's see. His name is Narapa. Let me look him up.
He's got neuropathy. I'm not dead, motherfuckers! No!
It is easy to defeat using physical attacks, but magic does not work since it has Reflect.
Okay, so...
It will attack with fire spells, basically.
Don't worry about me.
It's obviously going to waste the time casting Doom on you.
We don't have sprint shoes, oh god.
Yeah, the lack of sprint shoes, if anything, is a problem.
On the double. Spurts and destruction, but casting warp help is a question. No, you can't run away. She doesn't have anything on it,
Are you even going to have that as a fucking option? Also, is Ramimi going crazy because she wants Michael Keaton as Batman and Batman Beyond live action?
Whoa. That's horrific, motherfuckers.
That's a terrible idea. Alright, I'm opening up another pack. Tsiolkovsky infection, I think. Hey Lizard, didn't you watch that Star Trek episode where everyone got drunk off that infection and was horny? Well, I just got that rare dilemma from that episode. It's called Tsiolkovsky infection. I got a Klingon played by John Tesh, but he's not rare, so fuck him. That time Worf went all the way with her.
Yes.
Look, like I didn't like this card was sealed. Like I didn't touch it. Like look at that imperfection right there.
Yeah.
This fucking set is garbage. Netflix is mailing you those DVDs.
Oh shit, my DVD.
I could mail you my DVDs. Yeah, exactly, dude. Next year I'm going to spend $2,500 on a sealed motion pictures box and do this, right? I'm going to get a James T. Kirk and make all my money back, right?
That she's got a ribbon, so, you know, you don't fuck you on.
Oh, where'd you get a ribbon?
Officer's fucking out for what's his name. Got that elixir.
Everyone at Netflix is just coughing COVID particles all over their DVDs. That's why they can't send them to Lizard. Investigate shattered space.
Rattled space, the whole office rattled.
Yes, another great rare mission.
Furpa Nurpa probably has nothing, so that was a waste.
You know what else is a waste trying to run because you can't run? The purple nurple. Well, the one thing we know for sure is that if scientists want people or seals to stop doing something, then they're just going to do it even more. Because people and seals are assholes and don't listen to science.
All those magic points.
Right.
Fucking sprint shoes.
Wait. Gotta wait for whatever his name is, right? Jeff. Right now, while Ratmus is waiting, he's gonna open up more paths.
This is what you do when the timer's taken, right?
This is what chat paid to see, except they can't see us doing this.
They didn't pay.
Yeah, they didn't pay shit. You know, Jeff the Lizard, singer.
Got a slut.
You got Frabbis and the Dookie.
The DNA program. Is that the...
Sure is, yes. Oh, did you know that the letters DNA are contained in the word kidnappers?
Kidnappers DNA.
Exactly. If you want some hot dogs, they better have no ketchup on them. In my baseball stadium.
Whoa, the Oregon.
Whoa. Yeah, that's another one
I
of
think
those.
all the artifacts are rare.
Yeah, I said before that there's 9 artifacts. They're all rare, and we just got another one.
It's terrific huge page.
Like Stanley Spadowski said at the end of UHF, I know Shadow likes to wait till the last minute, but this is it! This is the last minute!
You infuse the Espers. Shit's getting real safe, girl.
When Doom said he'll be there, that was like that time Beavis and Butthead's Principal McVickers, you know, somebody was like, what if Beavis and Butthead don't show up? And he said, you idiot! It's Taco Day! They'll be here!
Nothing to do but open up, you know, old Star Trek, you know, card game packs. Hold on to something. See, she bounced, so she got a, you know, concussion and a coma and all that.
Another rare Klingon ship. Ooh, what did he do? It's got a cloaking device and a tractor beam.
Up its ass. But the world refused to change, everybody.
But the Star Trek cards refuse to change. Said he wants some cheese, but not till we're done opening all these packs.
You better fucking finish then, you son of a bitch. Pegasus search.
Admiral John Locke can do that.
Can you prospect it though?
Admiral John Locke didn't, you know, want Riker to jump his claim.
Avert disaster.
Yeah, it's like, why are these missions rare? Yes, of course we're saving Sid the Squid. Unless we can't without sprint shoes, right?
For God's time.
Alright, the first thing Ratmus is gonna do is save. Oh shit, he's opening packs! Oh god! Sid the Squid's gonna die!
You.
Yes, I hope he doesn't get murdered stupidly.
Yes.
For a second I thought he was a Borg personnel, but Borg personnel didn't exist till First Contact. But yeah, Ratmus is gonna save Sid the Squid, right, Ratmus?
Yes, that's right. Get up!
You save him with natural magic.
Yes.
Natural.
Nose cure, come on. He's wearing a freaking, you know, rubber jacket.
Yes. They definitely don't identify as gender because gender is meaningless to the Borg.
Don't Google my Google, son. Lambda burst.
Restore errant moon. That's no moon. It's Cardassian wanting biscuits.
A whole year to the day.
Alien groupie? Seriously? That's rare?
Smart.
I can't believe this is rare. Like, no other set would that be rare.
Where's Gino? I don't fucking know. I take
Only got 9 packs left.
Those are probably all fucking dead. Just live here as like a family. Got cough, murder.
Oh god, Sid's got the COVID.
Social distancing, damn it.
They said that nobody could escape from an island, but that's only because Vice never tried it. Or, you know, Jack Shepard.
The Jack.
Alright, save Sid the Squid mode, go. The Anti-Time Anomaly. Now that is a pretty powerful rare card right here. That no one ever uses because it's so effing powerful. Unless they nerfed it.
She's in cheer.
They didn't nerf this card, they just had some minor rewording for clarity.
So what is it to get them to respawn?
I talk to him.
them up, Bailey.
I guess my only question, Doom, is like, what if there's like a fast fish and a medium fish? Like, can you get both the fast and medium and feed them both to him? And is that like recommended? Because I think you can feed him multiple fish, and I think the medium is like okay, but not really that great. So like, I don't know. It's just a thought I had.
This one seems medium. It's not slow.
Okay, so the medium can be, yeah, it might not be a good idea. So unless there's a fast fish, you might just want to go back to him. So as I said, today is our dad's birthday, and earlier today, our parents went out and they went to a doctor's appointment, and then they picked up food for dinner from the Czech Plaza, which is apparently has not closed yet, but it's closing on January 11th. So this is the third time in the last month we've had food from the Czech Plaza, which will probably be our last food from the Czech Plaza that we ever have. So in the past few months, we've been pausing the stream, BRB, just bringing food down here and shoving it in our mouths while we keep streaming. We're not going to do that today. Today we're going to stop the stream around 5 o'clock, and that'll be it for today so that we can go and enjoy our Czech Plaza food and finish watching a movie.
Too many fat bitches in this world, cough cough.
Yes, you will. How about you grind in Persona or something? Well, here's another main character, assuming you've watched the first season of Star Trek The Next Generation, Tasha Yar. She is a main character.
Say more security. Slow.
Heavy as in she's too fat? Didn't this guy see his own butt?
Yes.
Yes!
What?
Doom and Ratmus, guess which rare card I just got in this booster pack?
Jordy?
Not fucking kidding.
Jordy, yep.
Geordi LaFrickin' Forge.
So many of them.
That's the third time in my life, Lizard, that I've opened one of these random packs and gotten a Geordi. I went to a convention and I bought a Geordi LaForge thinking, I'll never get a Geordi LaForge randomly in a pack. So I bought him from a convention. This is the third Geordi LaForge I've gotten randomly in a booster pack, so now I have 4 Geordi LaForges. I'm going to check eBay. How much is a Geordi LaForge worth on eBay? Okay, I actually see a few of them, and they range from like $7, $9, up to like $15. Here's one that's used for like $5. Yes, that's why I got 4 of them, because he's Geordi LaForge. We still got more packs. We still got a chance to get in more Geordie LaForge's.
Well, definitely.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to open one more, and then I will leave the rest for Ratmus for when he's done with saving Sid the Squid. I should totally buy that smashed up box for $28 and get some Geordie LaForge's smashed up in there, right?
Smash the shit. We get 2 Geordies in there.
Okay, here's another boring ass rare mission.
Exactly. Food. I'm hungry. I want cheese. Not wrong with this crew.
Just smash up this empty box and try to sell it.
Get in bed, old man. See if he's not happy. Are you mopey, pup? Fish.
What are you doing, Ratmus?
You're enjoying mercury poisoning, you son of a bitch.
Alright, I'm gonna BRB. Have fun with this.
Fast. Get out of my way, you damn bird. What do you mean a bird? Break everything in the whole house. Gotta work this week. Doom, I think you said you were streaming tonight. Liz, are you gonna stream anytime this year? Let's see. You can hear her moping because she's hungry. We're starving her. You're just so mean to the pop right, Sadie girl. I don't think either of your cats, when you've been streaming, either of you have been streaming, have been meowing and stuff all loud, have they? Got like 300 something days doing their blizzard. Can't bear this any longer. Smash open a seagull's head or something. Sadie is very vocal. as you can tell. Earlier we got a tabby suit, and isn't Bunny's cat a tabby?
How goes it?
It's getting smokier. Oh, you damn fish. Like I remember listening to some like story of someone who was like lost at sea and basically, had like drank like turtle blood and caught a bunch of other like fish and other things. So I had to like survive on like that and rainwater and all this other stuff. Does she like your DDR? In like a full speed run, do they just do whatever fish or like whatever kills them the fastest because that's probably easier? Is it really time-based? Sounds about right. I honestly don't remember if like I saved him or not when I played this before. Fish maybe. Oh God. This is the hardest part of this. I like how quiet it is here too. Alright, I can't bear this any longer. It's okay, Z. Stop cock blocking me, you frickin' bird. Because it's a cock. Come on. If I give them 2 fish, does it like, it gives them both, or?
How goes it?
Slowly. Is that cheese?
Yes, okay, so I have 2 types of cheese. Hold on, Sadie. So the first type of cheese is sharp cheddar cheese from Harrington's of Vermont. It came with the ham. It's aged over 1 year. I've tasted it. It's good. It's white cheddar, so it's not colored. Now the other cheese came in the gift basket that our cousin gave to our parents for Christmas. It's from some place called Saxon Creamery. It's called Snowfield's Buttercasse. Again, that's totally mispronounced by me. Oh, terrible, your ears. Whoopity-doo. Snowfield's Buttercasse style cheese. From Wisconsin, it says it's buttery and sweet with bright lemony finish, aged at least 3 months, made with milk from pasture-grazed cows. Also, this one, it seems like there might be a rind on the outside, but it's a small one, so I'm not sure if you're supposed to eat it or not. I guess you can eat it. I don't know how, if it's supposed to be grated or what. I don't know the proper way to serve this cheese.
So he just says shove it in my damn mouth.
Sadie just wants it shoved in her goddamn mouth. And, I don't want this to get all over your fucking hands. While you're doing this. But I'll totally give some to Sadie, right?
Mm-hmm. Can't bear this any longer. Feel a little better. Of course, we get a small one. Thank you. Give me more.
All right, now Sadie, that was the first cheese. What did you think of it before I give you the second one? All right, now compare those two and tell me what you like better, Sadie.
She's not going to try them again.
Is it getting there?
Slowly. If you just leave and fight shit for a long time, does it basically kill them? You can smell more cheese. She wants it. She hungers for it.
many more, Sadie? Why don't I take over on Sid the Squid and you open up the rest of those packs here? Alright. Should I get that one or no?
I guess no. Let's see. We got Laura's Fingernail. There's the Lamisil monsters under it. There's a fast one. Maybe get like that normal one too.
I got the fast one.
Up with Geezer Pulaski. Dilemma, the Cyberthans. Evaluate terraforming, whoop-de-doo.
Alright, we're down to the last 2 packs.
2 packs. We got Gowron.
Whoa, another great Klingon.
Getting better, that's good.
And now the final pack that Ratmus will open.
Come on, Picard.
Come on, Picard. Come on, another Geordie.
Come on, Mata Barber, yeah.
As long as it's not some dumb, boring-ass mission.
It's the IKC Pog.
Okay, it's a rare Klingon ship.
Morphino, fuck it.
Let me guess, how much health does he need? 255?
Soul Ball Sacks. I see. Seems home.
Alright. Take over again.
Get the cheese, right?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put these cards away and then let Ratmus try some of the cheese.
Fuck yeah.
It's not, I don't want to fill up too much on cheese because we're going to be eating dinner soon. Wait, actually, let me make sure that these are all the rares. Yeah, that's rare. Yeah, that's rare. Yeah, that's rare. He's rare.
She's rare, but it's rare.
Yeah, that's rare. Okay. So yeah, very happy to get Geordie and Worf and some other people, some rare artifacts. The 2 Klingon sisters was nice. You got at least 1 or 2 really good dilemmas. The other ones were kind of lame. But that was a totally fun and exciting way to relive the 90s, right, Ratmus?
Mm-hmm.
Just like reliving the 90s by playing Final Fantasy VI.
Yes. A little better.
Also, Mom's home, so she gets some cheese too.
It's like Wheel of Fish. This is Beaver, by the way. Come on. Fucking time, man.
That's the cheddar and that's the butter casse. Ratmus just shoved both of them in his mouth at the same time. He's totally getting better, right?
It's been getting worse. Come on, you fucking fish.
That's not even the worst of it. Take over. This is worse than when Cobra did this. Move it, you fucking bird! Is it just the time that we're taking with no sprint shoes that's just fucking us?
I think that's part of it.
I just took the horrible one, didn't I? This fucking one wouldn't cooperate. Said the squid dies and it's an invalid run and we have to reset, right? Because no one would ever tolerate that horribleness. Shit.
He's back to feeling a little better. Come on, fast fish.
Exactly. And I'm definitely not a liar. I saw that Doom posted something about the fish, but I didn't able to read it.
About like the seconds ticking, and that if you give them multiple fish, you know, it gives them both.
Give him multiple fish, then he explodes and dies.
Gives them mercury poisoning.
How did I not pick that up?
What do you mean a bird?
Not looking good for Sid the Squid or the stream. She can smell where the cheese has been. I need to pick that one up. Can she smell what the brick is smoking? As we all know, weed in the back room. I think I gave him a fast, a medium, and a slow. Like, he doesn't know what to think.
Just say mercury poisoning.
Also, Mom said that Dad wants us to all eat at the table.
You're like, fuck no.
Wonderful. That's why we need to finish this and then the stream, except that the stream will never end at this rate. Fuck. Okay, so the medium fish can either drop his health by 4 or increase it by 16, so the odds are in your favor. Bass fish given 32.
Peace of mind. Hi, Dragoon.
You get the satisfaction of knowing that you're not a horrible person who lets people die of starvation. Wow, someone remembers that? What the fuck, Sadie? You ain't getting any more food. Oh yeah, I should probably clean up this mess of the 36
Yes.
empty booster packs here.
Hope. I'm playing fast and loose. Could have both been bad. Feel a little better. Come on, fast fish. It's a bird dodging simulator right here. Feel a little better. So damn hungry right now. I feel a little smokier. Probably drop them down more. I guess not, so. Is there like an in-between with the medium ones, Doom, or no? Bird eat the damn fish instead, though. That would be a run killer. Okay. Thumb's hurting from. So he wants to know if you got our food. Now? Yes. Come on, luck be on my side. Luck could be a lady. Thanks for all you've done for me. Is that like almost healed then?
According to Wikipedia, that's German for butter cheese, but it doesn't give like a pronunciation guide, so I should just call it butter cheese, right?
The butter crabs.
Although primarily produced in Germany, some of it is produced in Wisconsin, of course, because it has a huge German population in Wisconsin, which is where that particular cheese came from. It says the softness and mildly salty or acidic flavor is reminiscent of Munster or Gouda. Definitely didn't taste any Munster to me. It definitely tasted to me sort of like a Gouda or a Havarti.
Yeah.
It was very good. Both of them were very good. But yeah, there was some like plasticky stuff on the outside that I definitely don't think you're supposed to eat.
Fast. That's not fast.
That's not water.
Back up to that.
It says that the aging time of the butter cheese is typically 3 to 4 weeks. It says it's supposed to be mild and have a brief aging time, but I think didn't the one that we had said it aged at least 3 months?
Yeah.
Huh.
Come on.
German cheeses. There's Limburger.
Deutsch. Sorry, G-Ray.
That's great. We all know that Limburger is well known for being a stinky cheese, right? And our grandfather apparently used to love it, from what we're told. Reading about it on Wikipedia, it says that the cheese has bacteria. It says that the bacteria in Limburger cheese that's responsible for its smell is called Brevibacterium linens or something like that. It's the same bacteria that causes foot odor in humans. So yeah, it's basically, if your feet smell terrible, that's basically the same smell as Limburger cheese. Here, want some?
I've heard people say that like people have rank foot odor like cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. You want some feet cheese? Our grandfather used to love it, apparently. It was the grandfather that died before Ratmus was born, so. God, are you giving him bad fish?
Are you a bad fish too? All right. You like to be kind, right, too?
I've never had it, obviously. I don't think Ratmus has either. The Chalet or Chalet Cheese Cooperative in Monroe, Wisconsin, is the only American company that makes Limburger cheese. That's the company that the butter cheese came from that we had. So they're apparently in Monroe, Wisconsin, the Swiss cheese capital of the USA. Where is this located? It's in southwestern Wisconsin. It's being so important for cheese, its Wikipedia article really doesn't say much. Nothing that's, that interesting or important, or how much cheese they make.
Feeling much better. Thank you. Finally.
Whoa, we did it. Holy shit, GG, Ratmus.
So you don't need sprint shoes to do this.
But it helps. Jeez.
Jeez. So we'll do this and then we'll save and end.
Pretty much, yeah.
If my dad.
So, Ratmus, what was your favorite part of the stream? A, saving Sid the Squid, B, trying the cheese, or C, opening those Star Trek cards?
Opening those Star Trek cards.
That's the correct answer. Sadie's favorite was the cheese, though.
Yes. The girl is eating food. Want more food. Or.
Yes, I just told you there was a correct answer.
Should I help Dad with the computer now, or we eat first?
You ask Dad that, okay? I don't want to deal with him. Why don't you just equip yourself and save, and we'll stop here. Do you know what day you're coming over next week?
I do not. We'll figure that out as time comes.
Are you still working at What's-His-Face's house?
Yeah, I'm doing that this week.
Great.
Yeah, I'm already equipped, so.
You're equipped, okay. Alright, that's the end of today's stream. So Ratmus will continue this someday next week. We don't know which one.
Thanks everybody for being here.
You saved, right?
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching. My next stream will be tomorrow night, and it will be on Discord only. So if you're not in Discord, you're screwed. And we're not rating anyone. That's the end of the stream. Bye everyone.